Davis, absolutely one of the best.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
Mr. John Davis. John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
This guy John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime. Maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
Tune in and watch John Davis True Crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in. It's John Davis True Crime.
Three-year-old Elijah Vue was last seen Tuesday morning at a home in Two Rivers. Today, 12 News found FBI agents searching at a landfill some 40 miles away.
New at 10, we're hearing from members of the search team for missing 3-year-old boy Elijah Vue. Elijah's been missing from the Two Rivers area since early Tuesday morning, and search efforts have since expanded to his hometown of Wisconsin Dells. These searches have focused on land and water, with volunteers from across the region working with police and firefighters to provide assistance. Elijah is 45 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. He has a birthmark on his left knee. Volunteers stop by the search's home base, checking off maps of where they've searched, taking photos of what they found, and having everything sent to police.
Jesse, you right. Haters gonna hate. Jesse was saying some people ain't saying John Davis in a nice way.
Who's been doing that?
In the intro?
Oh. Jeff.
Get it together, Brandy.
I'm on my last leg over here and sick.
Brandy's still sick, y'all.
My nose is all stuffed up. Can't breathe.
She sounds like she's talking like this.
Yeah, 24/7. My lips are all chapped where my nose is stopped up. I'm probably mouth breathing at night badly.
There you go, Jesse. Jesse said to put her post on the screen. I guess she wanted everybody to see it. Oh, don't put my post on screen. My bad. That's on me.
Yeah, not everybody likes us,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Whole lot of not everybody's, apparently.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing this morning?
I'm good.
Messy Jesse, Burnt Dirt, Gene Salzman 2.0, Single Mom, WTF True Crime, Prissy Missy. Catch everybody. Zelda Paris, Connie. Big round of good mornings to everybody. Brandy Davis, how are you? Sick?
I'm here.
You're here.
Yes.
Well, me and Brandy caught on to the Elijah Vue a couple days later than everybody else.
Yeah. I didn't see it when it first happened. I didn't look into it much. I don't know why.
I tell you, everybody's going to call me a victim blamer, but this shit's on the mom.
Yeah, I agree.
It's her wise idea to send her 3-year-old son to some dude for disciplinary measures. What could a 3-year-old be doing that bad that you need to send him to some jackass to handle the discipline?
Well, that's awful. A 3-year-old, they're at that stage where they'll test you on everything. That's when they're learning, you know. You got to kind of tell them what's right and wrong, but that's crazy.
Remain calm, Lindsay Culver, welcome in. Yeah. And, well, I mean, it's what, 1 year past the terrible twos?
Yeah, sometimes, like, terrible twos is in, like, 3 also, 2 to 3 age, you know? So, they're still learning.
There's so many cases out there, I wait to look into one until I see a few channels covering it. I just started this case yesterday.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
There's not a ton, but what there is, I managed to get, I think, pretty much the highlights of what the story is. I got some things I'm gonna put up and read to y'all, and then we'll go over it. How's that sound?
Yeah. They said sometimes the 3 is the worst age. I agree.
Yeah,
That's when Taylor started getting crazy. Because at that point, they can move around.
that's when Taylor
Like,
learned how to
out.
break out of the house.
Yeah.
According to the criminal complaint against Bauer and Vang, and that's the mom is Bauer, Katrina Bauer, and Jesse Vang is the boyfriend, is what I get. Somebody was telling me it was the uncle. I can find anywhere that says it's the uncle, and in this, it refers to him as kind of the boyfriend.
Yeah.
But anyway, according to the criminal report against Bauer and Vang, is the caregiver who called Vang is the caregiver who called police at 11 a.m. last Tuesday, February 20th. So exactly 1 week ago, to report Elijah was missing. He said he went to take a nap at 8 a.m. and brought Elijah into the bedroom with him, and when he woke up, he couldn't find the boy and called 911. So that's his story.
Who in the world takes a nap at 8 a.m.?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, ain't it? Vang said he was in a relationship with Bauer. See?
Yeah.
Bauer had been staying with him recently, and Bauer had been helping with the care of Elijah for about a month, but not continuously. The complaint says Vang had been trying to help Elijah's mother with the 3-year-old's bad behaviors.
Wow.
So she's letting some chump discipline her 3-year-old son.
Yeah.
Bauer, who is from Wisconsin Dells, told police she'd left Elijah with Vang for about a week. She dropped her child off with Vang on February 12th in Fond du Lac and intended to pick her child up Friday, February 23rd. She said she wanted Vang to teach her son to be a man.
A 3-year-old.
A 3-year-old.
A 3-year-old is not meant to be a man.
She wants him to teach that 3-year-old to be a man. God, these women, man. Ugh. Bear told a detective that Vang was the enforcer of rules in the relationship. And that was the reason for sending Elijah to stay with Vang.
Oh, that's sick.
She said she discussed the limits and discipline she didn't want used, but other than that, she is fine with whatever discipline Vang enforces.
Wow.
Vang described his discipline involved making Elijah stand for 1 to 3 hours at a time, during which the boy is supposed to pray or repeat, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Investigators say Vang couldn't identify specific behaviors that required this punishment, which he called a timeout. If the boy failed at his punishment, Vang said his ultimatum was to ask the boy, "Do you want cold water?" which the boy seemed to fear. Though Vang said he didn't know why, he said he's fine. It's not like his knees are shaking and about to fall over,
You know who that sounds like? Adam Montgomery. That's what he used to, stuff like that to Harmony. Piece of crap.
The complaint says Bauer denied being in Two Rivers between February 12th and February 20th, and denied being in the Manitowoc County area on February 16th or 17th. She later admitted being in Two Rivers on February 14th and again late on February 16th, leaving early on the 17th. During an interview before his arrest on the 20th, Vang told police Elijah was left with him as punishment for his bad behavior, and he was trying to make Elijah understand going home is like a privilege for him.
Wow.
He said Elijah is afraid of him, but then changed that, saying Elijah respects me. Y'all, I tell you, I'm just blown away that this shit just keeps happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And in a ton of these cases, it's because the parents of the child are putting them around these people that they have no reason being around. This dude, Jesse Vang, has a pretty extensive criminal history, lots of drug charges, and he has a prior child abuse charge.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hi, Emma.
I wonder if the moms knew about his background. She probably really didn't care. That's the type of person I can tell he likes power, even if it's over a kid. He gets off on power.
I just can't believe you start dating some dude and then just give him the ability to punish your child. And the sad thing is, Elijah's dad, we guess where he is?
Jail.
In jail.
How do we guess? I wonder why she lied she wasn't around there those days.
See, that's got me sketched out thinking he may have been missing a lot longer than she's admitting to, than they're admitting to.
Especially where law enforcement is actually, putting that out. There's a point.
See, now that's basically what I read was basically all they released, but there is more that's remained sealed in the affidavit that got him arrested.
Who knows even if this story's right? It might be right that she dropped him off over there, but he might have been missing way before that,
That's what I'm saying. There's a reason she's lying about not being there.
Yeah. That's probably when he went missing around that time.
So I'm suspecting something has probably happened on one of them days she was there that she's not admitting to.
I bet they have got her records, cell phone records or something to know that. Because they were searching in some kind of
Landfill.
Yeah, landfill.
Yeah.
They would have to have a reason, probably why they're searching there. But that's crazy.
See, and I'm thinking. See, I think that's what hurts a lot of these cases is the
time.
The time they're not being reported.
Yep. It's like months after, sometimes weeks after.
Years after. In Harmony's case,
It's crazy. My opinion, I hate to say this, but I think
Emma, exactly. Emma says if that's what he told police, what did he not tell them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's admitting to making a little 3-year-old stand and all that nonsense, then what else is he doing to that 3-year-old that he ain't telling the police? That's a good point. It's bad. And this little boy, 3 years old. Let me see. Let me bring it up. Let me show y'all. And this ain't like, Summer's case out in the middle of nowhere is a rarity. You know what I'm saying? To go missing. This is a map. And where I got the little finger pointing, that's the 3900 Street. It's 39th Street, but it's the 3900 is the address.
Yeah.
And that's where he went missing from. And that's a pretty populated area. I'm thinking there are tons of doorbell cams, etc. there, and they've been searching for a week already. So it looks like there's probably something shady that's happened.
Thank you, single mom. She gifted a membership.
Oh, thank you, single mom.
Glitter is forever. Got it. Thank you.
But there it is, 39th Street, and you can see it's a pretty populated area.
Yeah, I think that little boy was scared of him. Why? I don't think he would run off. He's probably scared to death to do anything he didn't supposed to do.
Yeah,
I'm sure people would have seen him if he ran off.
that's what I'm thinking in that area. And I think he could only got so far. He's 3. He would have been found by now, and they've been searching all week.
Yeah. What's a coincidence that he accidentally ran off or ran away and some predator picked him up? That's very, very unlikely.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Given the people we're looking at too. Here, let me show y'all a picture of these cats. Here's both of them. There's Mr. What's his name? Ah, shit, I don't forgot. Jesse.
I call him up.
Vang.
Yeah.
There he is, and there's the mom, Katrina Bauer.
Mr. Asshole. Yeah, she has more responsibility. I think they both do, but it's her fault, pretty much, I think.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Wonder if she has any other kids. I didn't see that anywhere. I hope not.
I think she does,
God.
actually.
God help them.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people don't need to have any kids.
Look at that dude. Can you imagine how bad that dude scared a 3-year-old little boy?
Yeah, he looks creepy. I think women that have kids, there should be some kind of program or test they have to go through before they can have kids. Make sure they're suitable parents.
Not just anybody should be able to have a kid. That's for damn sure. There's little Elijah.
And keep on having them. I don't think you should be able to have kids if you can't support them. But that's mean, but that's my opinion.
There he is in his car seat, strapped in. That sent chills down my spine, though, saying that she sent him there to teach him to be a man. A 3-year-old.
Yeah. The most I ever did to a 3-year-old was slap their little hand a little bit.
Smack him on the butt.
Yeah.
Their padded diaper butt. I damn sure ain't gonna have him sitting there standing for 1 to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, I'm sorry, mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. That in itself is child abuse. And I tell you what, the one bright light in this thing is they got these asses in jail already. I said they shouldn't have given them a bond.
Yeah.
Or bail, period. And I made a post yesterday about that, and I didn't have one person that didn't agree with that.
Yeah.
I think until that little boy is found, as long as he's missing, there is no way on God's green earth that there should be anybody getting any kind of bail. You know?
Yeah. With them, like that story they're using, that's just scary altogether. So I don't know. I'm sure they've done something bad to that boy.
And that guy, Jesse Vang, he has a bail jumping charge on his record. They read it out in court the other day.
Yeah, I was listening to that court hearing. We were.
And everybody's like, oh, well, he's under federal probation or whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Keep him in jail until that little boy's found, until they can explain what happened to him. Keep him in jail.
Well, that story is not a good story.
That story sucks. I don't believe none of that. The mom lied about being there for a reason.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry, people don't take a nap at 8 a.m. I guess maybe some people that get up real early, but I don't know. That's a weird time.
Emma says, so why hasn't Don Wells and Candace been locked up?
I don't know. It is pretty.
See, like the affidavit or whatever that got them locked up, it's got more sealed that they haven't released that's been told. So I'm thinking there's more than even what they've admitted to that the police somehow know.
Yeah.
It'll come out eventually.
I hope she didn't have any other kids living with her. She probably did, though.
The bad thing is they don't have them in jail for him missing. They have him in jail for other things. They have to give them a bond. They just need to arrest him for missing, especially the man. I swear, I've been saying this for a minute. There needs to be some kind of charge for not being able to account for where your children are, especially when they're that small.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, a 3-year-old can't run away and get too damn far. You know?
Yeah, they're not going very far. And like I said, where what you said, where he lived, it's kind of populated. I'm sure somebody would have seen him.
Mishcot is a village in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, United States. The population was 1,442 at the 2010 census. The village is adjacent to the town of Mishicot. Man, Wisconsin, every damn name in Wisconsin's hard to pronounce.
Yeah, I suck at it.
Yeah, I do too. I probably hacked half of that, you know. There's a picture that I screenshot that from when they was in court the other day. What was weird is one went after the other. Like the woman, Katrina Bauer went, and then Jesse Vane went after her.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time they're doing this on court, there's a camera and there's a dude in there working on the walls, and that's all. The whole time court was going on. See the top middle one?
Mm-hmm.
There's a dude with a camera on him while he's working on the walls doing drywall.
What?
I thought that was so weird. I was like, why is that camera on?
That's weird.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then that lady at the bottom right, I don't know what she is, but she was telling that what's his name, or that the mom, Katrina Bauer, didn't have something against her, and then the prosecutor come in and blew that straight up. She was trying to make her look better is what she's doing. The prosecutor busted her out. She didn't have, I don't think she had many charges or, previous, but dude, man, he had all kinds of stuff. Making meth, selling coke, child abuse, assault and battery. I mean, just all kinds of charges.
They need to get that mom to talk somehow.
See, there's a reason she lied about being there.
Yeah. And they're pointing that out. I'm sure law enforcement probably knows more.
And there's something that's led them to start searching that landfill, because that landfill they're searching is 40 miles away.
Yeah.
45 miles away, something like that. They didn't just start searching that for no reason. I'm thinking there was a reason that they started searching that landfill. What it is, I'm not sure. But just like there's a reason she lied about not being there.
I think they probably check both their cell phones, hopefully. Or maybe waiting on the data to come back. I'm sure they're looking into that. Somebody commented that.
What is it?
Somebody said, I hope law enforcement is looking at their phone records. I'm sure they are.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I don't know how long it takes to get that stuff back.
I'm just wondering why they started searching that landfill. There's a reason. Because that is quite an undertaking, searching them landfills. And they had a ton of people there doing it. Had guys in hazmat suits and all kinds of stuff while they were searching.
Happy Watcher said, John, we here in Minnesota had 2 kids. 4, 7, well, it says 4, 7, and 6 run away, and they were found within 4 hours. Yeah. Gosh, that's crazy.
That's awesome. They found them that quick.
I think I seen that, maybe.
Could it have been because his shoe was found by a dumpster? I don't know. Was it? I never seen that.
I didn't either.
I didn't realize his shoe was found by a dumpster.
I'm sure they had the dogs to see if they could track them, I wonder.
All these missing baby cases, their parents or caregiver involved with substance abuse. Yes.
Yeah, and usually they have previous convictions, too, for stuff.
Yeah, if his shoe was found by a dumpster, I'm sure that is why they were searching the landfill.
Well, I didn't know that.
So I know it's good that the landfill does that. I didn't realize they keep records of where on the area of where they're dumping at what times. But they've been searching there for a few days if they still are. Right. So I don't know. And he's so little, it'd be hard to find,
And then exactly how long ago, that would make it harder too when he actually went missing.
Right. Yeah. See, and who knows when he actually went missing was, because they're saying it was with him since blah blah. He could have been missing since then.
Yeah.
That may be the reason they made that whole story up, was because something happened.
Or earlier from then. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
I wonder when the last person somebody actually seen them, other than the parent and the boyfriend.
Trash was picked up 8 a.m. the day Elijah went missing.
Huh. Well,
I hope they find him.
Maybe that's where he got the 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they find him too. But it probably won't be a good situation. But I wish for the best, but in this case, I don't think it'll have a happy ending, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, you got the mom line. What you already know, they were abusing him. So I would be really shocked if it has a happy ending. I hate to say that. You know, you hate to think a little boy, 3-year-old boy, ain't with us no longer. But, you know, I mean, looking at the circumstances, the odds are they've done something. I'm thinking he probably got out of control on his punishment or his disciplining and something happened.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I mean, there's good chase. That's what's happened.
Well, they do have hope because remember Quentin Simon, they were looking for him in the landfill and they finally found him. It took a long time though.
Mm-hmm.
So they, it took a while. Whatever. I forget how long, but it was a while.
That's awful to think. That I just couldn't imagine thinking that my child was missing and they were in a landfill searching for him. That would just be unbearable.
Yeah. And Quentin Simon's mom had similar background drugs and shit stuff, you know.
Oh, it seems like all these cases there's drug involvement. Summer's case, in his case, in Harmony's case. You know, Adam was a big old dope head.
Yeah. And it's usually, it's usually kids under school age, of course. Normally. It seems like.
He was at a car repair shop and the baby was sitting down by a table with Jesse. That's the last sighting.
Oh, I wonder when that
Wonder
was.
what day that was, do you know? I fear no happy ending to these parents are getting called except for the Wells. We are having a search today meeting at Manitowoc at 10 a.m. meeting at Macadal Movie Theater. All welcome to help.
Oh, I wish I was near there. I would help.
I do too. I would help.
He's a cute little boy.
Ain't he?
Yeah. How could you do something to that little sweet little thing?
Well, how? I don't know, man. I'm still just blown away by that teaching him to be a man at 3 years old.
All these people are. I don't see how you could be cruel to a child. That last case got me, the Audrey when she was older, but that's a sad story there.
I seen a post. I was looking through Facebook about Elijah, and it was somebody that knew his mom saying that she was struggling with should she post her bond or not, her bail. Yeah, the comments weren't kind.
I wouldn't.
Hell no, I wouldn't. He looks like Quentin. I thought the exact same thing. And when they were searching the landfill, I was like, man, this just has deja vu feeling to me.
That's what I was thinking too. It's sickening. All these kids keep on getting or keep on missing. And it's usually the parents' fault.
Can you imagine making that little boy stand for 3 hours praying or saying, I'm sorry, mommy, over and over?
Yeah, it makes me think about little Harmony because Adam used to make her do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Run around the yard and do some other crazy stuff. Very sad. If she has other kids, well, hopefully somebody else is taking care of them now because she's in jail, hopefully.
You know, and the dad's just as guilty in this too. His ass is in jail, so ain't nobody out there to protect his son. I didn't catch what he was in jail for. Something tells me it's probably drug related.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
I hate to say it, but she looks kind of like a druggie, kind of. The mom.
Yeah.
Some people have that certain look to
The look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't take care of themselves. It seems like drugs really make you age, I think, a lot faster. Also, for some reason.
I tell you, just looking at them just burns me up. Especially him, his big oaf, sitting there threatening a little 3-year-old boy. And you know what kind? I couldn't come into some child's life. If I was dating a woman and she had kids, I would not be comfortable with disciplining another man's child or any child that wasn't mine.
I wouldn't either. And the mom shouldn't allow it. You know?
No, the mom shouldn't allow it.
So I think it's half her fault too. Pretty much.
This, if y'all want to check it out on Facebook, Loves to Lurk. What's the name of your group? They have a lot of information about Elijah's case.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where can they find it on Facebook? Throw me the name and I'll put it up on screen so people can find it if they want to look later and check it out.
Oh, she had a group about him.
Yeah. Jesse has known Katrina for almost 10 years. They recently connected again, but Jesse is good friends with Jimmy. Jimmy's the dad I'm exposing. It's called Where is Elijah Vue?
Okay.
Yeah, if y'all want to check it out on Facebook, the name of the group's Where is Elijah Vue? Did I hear correctly yesterday that he's only 5'2"? I don't know. Still 5'2", pretty intimidating for a 3-year-old.
But he kind of does look short, don't he?
Is it my understanding that the mom is out of jail? That'd be news to me. I didn't.
I hope not.
Yeah. Her bond that I seen was $15,000, and she was on SSI.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Lawyer was trying to get her bond down.
Yeah, trying to get her a no bond is what they were after. They actually are related. Jimmy and Jesse are cousins.
Oh.
Really?
I thought a little boy looked similar to him, kind of. So, if you look, his eyes.
Yeah.
Whatever background he had. I'm not for sure. That's crazy. Poor little boy.
Yeah, I as far as I understand, she's still on. She's still in confinement. I don't think she's been released.
I was looking it up. I haven't seen anything that says that, but who knows?
Mama's still in jail, and trust me, none of her family is getting her out. Good. Good. Because as long as they're in jail, they can find them should they find Elijah.
Yeah. It might break her down where, you know, if they talk to her, maybe she will give them some info. You know, I'm hoping.
She is on SSI, and both children are getting checks too, in my experience.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the dad's thinking about this.
Who knows? He probably's sorry. Bob.
I couldn't see any dad being happy with some other man disciplining his child.
No. Especially a man, yeah, come on.
Is there a link to that other channel so we can watch it too?
What channel?
I think it's a Facebook group. It's not a channel. Elijah's father gets out in 2032.
Wow, he must have did something bad.
Dad's in prison for abusing mom and kid.
Oh, wow.
Poor little boy, man. Never stood a chance. Katrina worked really hard to get sober and get her kids back. She got them back in 2021. Her oldest daughter is autistic and currently in respite care. Trina was clean for a long time.
Huh.
So she just makes horrible decisions, I guess. Y'all seen her post on some support for autism parents group? Haven't, but heard about them.
Yeah, this was an hour ago. It says Elijah Vue's mother formally charged for child neglect. Oh, never mind. I thought that was current. It says she was formally, so that was in the past, right?
Elijah Vue's mother formally charged for child neglect.
That
Formally
that
means
right now.
that's now, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they did charge her for that.
Yeah, that's why she's in jail. That's the charge, child neglect.
Oh, it says an update hour.
And they added on
Maybe.
where she lied to police. They give her a charge for that too.
Well, they're acting like this is new. So I don't know, an hour ago.
Coincidence or not, Elijah's dad filed a petition to get out of jail 11 days before Elijah went missing. How would he get out of jail if he's not supposed to be out till 2032? So you can find out all kinds of stuff by just having a live, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked through this a lot yesterday, and there just wasn't that much out there.
Yeah. And it looks like they are looking for people to help search in that area.
Seems like she has great taste in men. Yeah, right. Apparently, she was worried about her other child with behavioral problems.
Yeah, really.
I don't have. I'm sorry. I'm out of compassion for these parents that do this stupid shit. I am, and the feeling I get is she was understanding of how he was disciplining that little 3-year-old. In my opinion, she don't need that. She should have her children taken. If she's that poor at making decisions, she shouldn't have children. I'm done with this bullshit. And it's like every one of these mothers gets a break. Audrey's mom. Oh, well, she was intimidated. Oh, well, if you can get intimidated into not seeing your child, you shouldn't have children. I'm over this shit, man. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. You put something on Facebook and you ought to see the people coming out of the bushes just to protect them. Oh, you should walk in their shoes. I don't have to walk in their shoes. I know I wouldn't do something that stupid.
Just think Audrey mom could have fought to see her, about custody of her.
She could have done a lot. And a lot of people talking about, well, she was scared and this and that. Well, imagine her daughter. I'm sure she was scared too.
Yeah, she just didn't want to put the effort in to fight for her. Maybe if she did have custody, her being at her house, she might have knew something was up,
Yeah.
Because who knows what was going on in her life.
To clarify, the items that were found, we don't know were Elijah's. And the photos on the 16th of him and Jesse at the repair shop, we don't know, but looks very similar.
Yeah,
so that's speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know if those are facts, really.
That's why I don't watch a ton of YouTube videos on these cases, because you get confused. I watch all the news reports. That way I know that.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's what?
Yeah.
Because you hear a lot of nonsense.
Let's see here.
Harmony, Audrey, etc. They all need to go to prison. Harmony 2 years before she was reporting missing. Yeah, that's another reason I don't have no sympathy for Harmony's biological mother. If it took you 2 years to get the alarm sounded, then she's like, oh well, I was having to take care of me. You don't get that option as a mother when you have a child. You don't get to take a year off.
What kind of mom, wouldn't do something about not being able to see her daughter for a year or two? That's just crazy.
Exactly, John Davis, true crime. It's the facts that are important. I learned that from the Summer Wells case. Yeah, that's why I'm sticking to the news, man. If I can't verify it, I don't even want to get confused with a bunch of outside noise. There's a lot of weird things about this case. Is there a bigger fish to fry along the way? I believe so.
At first, they were saying that they thought they sold them. I don't really think so.
My card got hacked, so my membership won't come out until I get a new card. Sorry, guys. That's okay, Tina.
Yeah, it's okay. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you being with us as long as you have. I was scared. Get over yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm done with that. That's a piss poor excuse. If you're scared, call the police.
Yeah.
You know?
Quit making excuses for everything.
That's all they are is excuses.
At least Adam was convicted. Of course, I thought he would be. They have so much evidence on him. Adam Montgomery.
Yeah, I get they had to make the deal with Kayla, but she deserved to be there as long as he did.
Yeah.
Sitting watching that shit all the time.
He'll probably be in there life because he's got a gun charge for 30 years already. Did you know that? 30 years.
Oh, for the gun charge? Yeah, he ain't never getting out.
They gave him max, yeah. So he'll be in there forever, probably.
These women want to be treated equally, yet they pretend to be in the dark and just weak women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they let it go on.
Kayla has no damn excuse. They went to that methadone clinic every day. Yeah. One went in at a time, and she could, any day she wanted to, gotten help. They have security guards at those places. She could have got help. I understand why they made the deal with her. They did because they didn't have enough to get anybody or, find out what happened. So I get why they did that. But God, I hate that they had to do it.
Yeah. Then her sitting there living with that secret.
Was she sitting there going along with him, moving the Harmony's body around and all that?
At the shelter up in the ceiling and stuff.
And she helped him take the clothes off of her after she's been passed for quite a while?
That's crazy.
Tell me she ain't sick.
Sick or so doped up on drugs. Yeah.
That's the kicker. These so-called parents aren't calling law enforcement until the kids are already missing for hours.
Days sometimes.
Days, yeah. All they got Harmony's stepmother on was perjury. 18 months is a joke. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, she got help the first time he's done something to her, hit her or something. She'd probably still be here.
I don't know why the news isn't letting out newer photos of Elijah. We have newer photos. Wish they would.
Oh, really?
I don't know why they wouldn't be using the newest photos they have.
That makes sense. I was thinking that he looked more like a baby there, like 1 or 2, probably.
They should keep her in prison until she tells the whereabouts of Harmony. Does she don't know the whereabouts of Harmony, does she?
I don't think. I think she knew he was going to go bury her, but I guess not. He didn't know where. She don't know where.
See, now in Harmony's case, there's a new thing out about a white bag that they've showed, and tell anybody, that's from the area where Harmony was to keep the lookout for this white bag. They're thinking that her remains are in it wherever it's at, wherever she's at.
Yeah, he should just come clean.
What's he got to lose now?
He'll lie forever. Yeah, really. He won't even come to court to face anybody.
These women are just as guilty as the POS they are with. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
They're the ones that pick these men to be around.
Like Kayla sitting there with Adam watching Harmony get beat on the regular.
And have 2 kids with them. Wouldn't you be scared about that with your kids, You might do something like that to your kids. Apparently not.
My son went missing for about 45 minutes once, one of the most frantic minutes of my life. I was on the phone with 911 when I finally found him in the neighbor's car pretending to drive.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
Yeah. My brother's little girl hid from them one time.
Yeah.
She was hiding under a table in the house, and they had the cops, fire department. My brother rushed home from work, everything, man. And then she finally come out when my brother got there. My poor sister-in-law was having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, but it happens. It seems like your heart just drops when that happens. I've had it happen to ours in the store. Not very long, I find them, but it's scary.
I really hope she will keep getting written up and charged with random offenses in prison until she or Adam tells where she is.
Yeah. Be annoying.
See, I don't know that she knows. I'm thinking if she knew, she would have told.
Yeah. I don't think she knows the location.
I don't think she does. I mean, she may, I don't know.
He should just come forth at this point. He's already guilty.
Katrina was playing in the front yard with her oldest daughter while searchers were searching. Searchers have said she didn't seem concerned. She was laughing. Searchers said it was very unusual.
What?
Oh my God. What a sicko. Playing in the front yard while they're searching for her kid.
Yeah. Weird.
Laughing and shit.
She probably knows he's not out there. That's probably why. So she don't care.
As soon as I found out my ex-husband was hurting my kids, I got my kids out of there, even though I was scared. These people are whack.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, you did a great thing because it seems like a lot of these mothers are too weak to do that.
Yeah. It seems like it's the boyfriend or the stepdad or, I'm usually they're the ones that usually abuse kids. Now, sometimes it's their dad, but there's a higher chance, when it's your boyfriend or their stepdad, I think. Don't you think? I think so.
What's that?
It's normally like the boyfriend or like the stepdad that usually abuse these kids. Sometimes it's the dad, but a lot of times it's not even their dad that does stuff to them.
Well, it's just a horrible decision, in my opinion, for any mom to allow some dude that's not the kid's father to keep him. That in myself shows she don't need to have kids. I mean, how dumb of a decision is that?
Very dumb.
It's horrible. It's amazing the decision making of some of these people.
I hope they get more evidence so they can keep him in jail.
And he's 3 years old. It's not like he's some unruly teenager that's 6 foot tall and she's scared of him.
Yeah.
She couldn't handle a little 3-year-old to discipline him. She's no mother.
Yeah, they got issues.
Done with her, done with Kayla, done with Audrey's mom who wants to act like she's the big victim. I heard the other day that Audrey's mom had been talking to that freak for 6 months.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I wonder what she's talking to him about. Who knows? I think that guy had done stuff to Audrey before, in my opinion.
Well, seeing on his social media and what a perv he was, I'd be shocked if he wasn't.
Yeah. He just didn't take it that far.
Adam strikes me as a person who loves control. Why did he want Harmony? Control, in my opinion. I think Harmony was getting a check is the reason he wanted her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kayla got pregnant while sleeping under Harmony at the shelter.
Yeah.
Yes, me and Brandy was talking about that because we had never heard anybody say it, but when we was going to do a live over the Harmony stuff, we was looking at the ages of the kids, and I was like, well, that one is so young, that would have to be after Harmony passed. Can you imagine what kind of woman could do that? Being in a shelter with a little girl's remains in the ceiling above you and making out with Adam.
How sick.
Gross. Another interesting piece of the story was Jesse was seen at the shop getting on an interlock system put in. Why then interlock takes pics? Did they see Elijah in pics when he had to blow? Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Interesting.
What is that, like blown go?
In your car. Yeah.
So you can drive?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's crazy.
How old was Adam's boys? I have no idea. I didn't know Adam had boys. Oh, the ones with Kayla. They were younger.
Yeah.
They were younger than Harmony, all of them. 5 and under, right?
Yeah.
Or 4 and under.
Yeah. At the time, one was like a baby and one was like 2. I don't know about now.
Yeah. They were all younger than Harmony by a bit, though. I know that. They were living in a car. I couldn't imagine what that was like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Living in a car with 3 kids, you know?
2 car seats. I'm sure she didn't have a lot of space back there. Probably had to sleep sitting up. Poor little girl. How boring that would be for kids.
And I tell you, I'm seeing a lot about there was an issue potty training Elijah. That's not a disciplinary
Yeah,
thing.
sometimes it takes a while. It took couple of our kids a long time.
Yeah. If she's sending him for disciplinary issues because he was having trouble being potty trained, that's even more ridiculous. Burnt Dirt gifted 5 John Davis True Crime memberships.
Thank you, Burnt Dirt.
Thank you, Burnt Dirt.
Let's see who got them.
Burnt Dirt does a lot for our channel. I really appreciate her.
Yeah, thank you.
I haven't heard an exact age, but my assumption was they were too young to remember. Yeah, they were little.
I think, yeah, she was saying like one was 18 months and one was like 2 or something.
Yeah. And the other one wasn't even born yet, so.
So she had 2 when she went missing, then she had another one, I guess, right? So she had 3 on there. So Debbie Keenan, Candalee Woodward Stone, Connie KD2, and Terry Southern Gal got membership free.
Thank you, Burnt Dirt. That's so nice of you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Trauma can make a child regress. Yes, I've heard a lot of that, of cases where that's a sign of abuse, having trouble with potty training.
Or a big change, or they were living in the car, poor little girl. She's probably scared of them too.
Yeah, in Harmony's case, I'm thinking she was scared to ask to go to the bathroom, probably, because they're sitting there doped up all the time. Probably when she asked, it was like a damn act of Congress. Oh my God, again.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I tell you, man, Adam,
Is that?
he's something else, boy. Slept in a car one night because we were camping. It started storming. It was absolutely horrible. Couldn't imagine living in one with 3 kids. Yeah. And it was I can't remember the kind of car, but it's like a mid-sized car, not a big car. A Sebring, yeah, Chrysler Sebring. They're not big at all. Likely the potty problem came from the trauma. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Poor girl.
I believe that Elijah was missing before the 20th. It would make more sense. Yeah. I think you're right.
Probably around the time law enforcement is saying she was in that area, the mom. And I'm thinking.
Loves to lurk. You might have to come on with us down the road after, some more information and stuff comes out, and do a live. Come up on panel and do a live stream with us down the road after we find out more. Apparently you're the expert on the Elijah case. Hey, John Dave True Crime, thank you for covering this. I will share it to the groups we have.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. I think Kayla's still trying to stick to the script to a point. It benefits her, and she still loves Adam. Ugh.
She probably does. Sick, but probably.
She ain't never going to see Adam again, so. Probably didn't want to pee in a parking lot or woods. Doubt they always found a bathroom for her. Yeah, that's a good point, too.
Yeah. I know how my kids got, just sitting, waiting in the car for, 30 minutes. Do you imagine days of that, sitting in a car? It'd be awful.
Good morning to you both. They need to start making examples out of these abusers. So sick of this happening over and over. Amen, Trev. It's bad.
Some of these evil people just can't help it, though. It seems like.
Harmony was loved by her foster family. Adam is Satan's spawn. I thought it was an SUV, and then when I found out that it was a Chrysler Sebring, I had one of those in the 80s and can't imagine 5 people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And a newborn. A newborn in a car.
I don't think they had the newborn until they had, but I think.
Well, the one was a baby, wasn't it?
They had 2 in Harmony.
Right, but wasn't one pretty damn little?
Yeah, like 1, I think.
Oh, sorry, a 1-year-old. Excuse me.
No, I thought you talking about the new baby she got pregnant with.
No. Talking about one of them was really little the way she described
Both
it,
of
because
them
she
were.
said it stayed in her lap. It slept in her lap.
Both of them were. One was like under 2, well, 3, I think, or.
I thought one was 2 and the other one was younger than it.
11 months, maybe. Something like that. I think they were really close in age, it seems like.
2 years and 11 months. Yeah, 11 months. Okay, I'm sorry, not a newborn, but 11 months. That's a little
Girl, little baby.
little baby. It's a little boy.
And everything, I'm sure.
I can't imagine trying to keep them little kids in a car. How that would be. You know, and poor little Harmony, when they talk about she stayed under the blankets most of the time because nobody could see her because she had black eyes and stuff. I tell you, Adam got off way too easy.
Maybe he'll get it in jail, prison. We'll probably put him in solitary confinement, probably. I bet.
They went to a clinic to eat, then went and got drugs, and then saw she passed. Yeah. It's wild, man, how they did her. Like and it was like they asked Kayla when I was watching her testify. You know, she said, "Well, then she stopped moaning." They was like, "But did anybody check on her?" No, not interested.
She's
Not interested.
interested in getting food and drugs, pretty much.
I tell you, man, it just burns me up. I have been following Harmony since the jump, and hearing it officially in court, my heart broke. Yes. Yeah, I didn't, hearing Kayla talk about all the stuff he used to do to her made it a lot worse. I almost wish I would have known none of that.
Yeah, me too. And how CPS came to their house many times and nothing happened. That makes me mad.
John, we can hope the state can prove Kayla lied and she can be screwed. I would love that.
Yeah.
I heard Adam, has already been beaten up in jail.
Good. That's what I was thinking probably would happen. They don't like child abusers at all.
Yeah. And if anybody deserves it, it's that one. I don't think you lost little ones. Some people just don't deserve to be parents. You got that right.
I'm saying you should have to have some kind of training or something to be a parent.
And the sad thing is, there's so many people that want kids. And
I don't get it because it costs so much to adopt kids nowadays.
Vic did one day before Thanksgiving because their drugs were more important, even admitted he really hurt her and didn't check. The uncle tried to tell people and cops, CPS didn't listen. Yeah, see, the uncle, he told the story about him hitting Harmony. And he had a charge for that at one time. I don't remember hearing whatever happened come out of that. Wish they had more resources. Good, but I have seen many get failed by the system.
Yep.
Trev Time, new member. Welcome aboard, Trev Time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Brew.
I swear, instead of the United States sending all this money to other countries, I'm not getting in politics or anything, they should be, putting it toward.
Yeah.
Look, when people adopt kids and, stuff like that, I think.
Well, look how much money they're throwing at the immigrant issue. Imagine if they threw all that money into CPS.
Yeah, the system would be a lot better.
How much better the system would be.
People that really wanted kids and could adopt them wouldn't have to pay so much. That would be nice too. There's so many kids in foster care. Then there's kids, people wanting kids. It don't make a lot of sense to me.
Our government will fund a war in Ukraine,
but not the CPS system.
That won't help out with CPS like they should.
Here.
And CPS is like the police. There's going to be bad apples.
Stuff like that.
There's not a group on earth that doesn't have its own share of bad apples. The police, you see it, preachers, there's preachers that do shit that they shouldn't be doing. Every group has it. A lot of people have this horrible, opinion on CPS. A lot of people in CPS are there for the right reason and doing the best they can. But from what I understand, they're just all of them are so overworked. It's ridiculous. All of them have so many cases that they can't, concentrate. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. CPS needs a complete overhaul. Yeah, I agree, and it needs better funding and all that. I know the pay ain't great. That why ain't it? That should be that you should want the best of the best doing that job. The pay should be great.
Yeah.
System is what's messed up, not the staff, in my opinion. Yeah. I agree. There needs to be more. It needs to be better. Let's just leave it at that. But I know there are good people in the CPS that really want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
They need to stop also using private companies they contract with.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
I didn't realize they did that either.
That's not good.
There's a lot that needs to be changed. Needs to be done too. A lot of these cases we probably wouldn't be talking about it if things were better or different, I tell you, I'm getting worn down. It seems like there's been a lot of bad stuff lately with Harmony and Audrey and Elijah. And that's just the ones that we've concentrated on. I'm sure there's a lot going on we haven't seen, or haven't been on top of, Every time I look at that freak that is in jail for Audrey, I get mad. See, I got a picture. There's Audrey. That poor little girl, man. And I tell you, when you hear the details of how she was found and everything, because I know they've put out some stuff about tied to the rock and stuff. I think it's going to be worse.
Yeah, me too. I hate it too.
They're saying the cause of death was blunt force trauma, but I'm guaranteeing you there's going to be other things come out on that autopsy report. You know it. You know what a sick freak he was. Right after Audrey was found, we found out this baby was missing. It's exhausting. We had a win for Harmony, then 10 more bads to come. Yeah. Yeah, even though the Harmony stuff was horrible, it is a win because she did get some justice. Adam will be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Now, that don't make up for it, but, it's as good as we can do. Too many CPS resources going to fake claims and the real cases go unnoticed. See? There you go. That's why all these people that think they're slick and want to get at somebody, so they call CPS on them, that when they're taking away time from kids that do need the help. Yeah.
I hear about that every day, about people calling CPS just to start shit, especially on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. It's a way to get at somebody. Some of these people, no morals. Stick. Why I don't agree with a lot of this calling the cops on Dawn and Candace either, because you're wasting their time
Yeah.
messing with bullshit when You know, they could be investigating. I don't like that. I take in a lot of children, which are older children, which are hard to place. They call me mom to this day. We need more good people like you out there.
Yeah, I do.
Adam was going to be in prison for 31 years for the weapons charges he was convicted of. I think I'd be surprised if Adam makes it through jail unscathed.
Yeah. Well, he get beat up.
Oh, look at Audrey. She got her a Lego set. Our kids love Legos.
Mm-hmm. Our oldest one still plays with them. I shouldn't have said that, but it does.
It's crazy how some people will talk about how broken the system is, then turn around and use it to get back at someone. That's what hurts the system.
Yeah.
Trev, you are a wise young man. I'll tell you what.
And it's these fellow YouTubers usually
Oh, yeah.
that are here for the kids they say so.
Yeah.
For the kids. That tells you a lot about somebody's character that would do something like that. Don't you think?
Yeah. Watched a woman put a knife to an 11-year-old's throat. CPS said there wasn't enough evidence and closed the case in 22 hours.
What?
I think there's a lot of issues with laws and procedure that could be changed and help, you know.
Definitely.
My husband still plays with the Legos. He is a collector.
Yeah. Our oldest, he loves Legos ever since he's little. I hate to see how much money we have spent on Legos for him. It's a lot. Those are not cheap.
No. Oh, I got a picture I want to show everybody. This is the reason the Audrey thing bothers me a lot, is because she is about the same age as our daughter.
Uh-huh.
This is our little girl, Halloween, what, about 5 years ago?
Probably.
She was Rapunzel. That's why these cases bother me so bad. I couldn't imagine sending her with that freak that got Audrey, you know?
Uh-huh.
Some of that vigilante justice. That's what some of these need.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't recommend it, though. As a YouTube creator, I'm not supposed to say stuff like that. I apologize. I didn't mean that. These days, you can't trust your kids with even family members. Sometimes family members are the worst ones to trust. You got that right, man. You can't. I don't trust ours with hardly anybody, period.
It's usually definitely people that your kids know or been around. They usually groom them half the time.
Well, a lot of these sickos, they go after these single women with kids. You know, that's who they date in order to get to their kids. It seems like there's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's sick, but it's true, right?
I was devastated. I knew this woman's name and I stepped in to stop it. She killed the 11-year-old's 3 pets.
What? Hey, my God.
Wow.
That's mean.
And CPS closed the case in 22 hours.
Well, she should be in jail for that, killing animals, animal abuse. Right? Yeah. That probably traumatized that poor kid.
Watching the caravan bring her home made me tear up, and it was hard to watch. Yeah. That's they're talking about Audrey. They had a caravan returning her home. Oh, it was sad, man. There was a lot of first responders and stuff like that. Oh, it's heartbreaking, man.
The dad hasn't came out still. I wonder, that's weird to me, Audrey.
Yeah.
Well,
he shouldn't. He should be embarrassed for being such a dumbass. Drugs and mental illness are rampant and unfortunately go hand in hand. All logic and rational go out the window. Then toxic rage and violence takes over. Sick, vicious cycle. Yeah, that's one thing all these cases seem to have in common, don't it?
Yeah.
Every one of them. Well, I don't know about Audrey's case, if it's directly connected. I think that dude's just a sicko. He already had the enticing child charge that they let him plead down and kept him off the registry.
Yeah, he's a sicko for sure.
Tennessee has an animal abuse registry. Very glad about that. I didn't know that. Never heard of that. Part of Audrey's caravan was her actual school bus with her bus driver. Oh. Trev, I seen your post yesterday where there was a school bus wreck and the driver was killed and there were 2 kids on the bus. That was awful. I feel so bad for them kids that were on the bus and the bus driver. She was young. I can't remember what he said, 26, 29, something like that. That's horrible.
How 29?
26 or 29. Got hit head on by an oncoming vehicle. And I tell you what, if there was anything nefarious involved in that, that person should be put under the jail, not only for taking that bus driver's life, but for them kids. That'll probably bother them for the rest of their lives, you know?
Yep. Did you see the missing police officer and the girl who arrested? They were looking for him. They finally found him in a lake. He had drove accidentally into a lake with her handcuffed in the back, so they both died.
Really?
That was recently. I've been seeing that on the news. He accidentally drove his car. He was new to the area, new to being a police officer. He drove it accidentally into a lake. Him and the...
There is a RSO next door who tries to bully me all the time. He is a coward. I don't think he knew until the other day that I knew he had a crime against children.
Ew. I hate to
The news got it wrong. She was 55, had to correct it. Oh, that's still horrible, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't get that revision, Trev.
For what?
Yeah, I think it was his first arrest, and he drove the car into the water, and they both died.
Yeah.
Wow. Where was that at? I didn't hear that.
Well, I have to look.
It's awful.
They say they thought he got confused where he was. He was on a different road. Because it is weird how the boat dock is. It looks like a regular road going right into like the lake. It's weird. Yeah, they were searching for him for a while, and they finally found him.
One story I read, the bus driver was 29. Another story I read, the bus driver was 50. And the kid that was driving the truck that they hit head on was 18, and he had already totaled out a car.
Wow.
Wow. Well, guys, we appreciate everybody for coming.
Yeah, we do. Thank you.
It's sad to keep going over these cases, and it seems like they all are starting to seem like they have so many similarities. Hopefully, though, you know, we don't know. Elijah could still be with us, so I don't want to discourage anybody from looking. You know, I say that about Summer's case all the time. I don't ever want to say she's not with us because we do not know that. So you should always treat it as if they're still out there because they're missing. They haven't been declared deceased. You always want to keep your eyes open. Like in Summer's case, I think everybody keeps pushing she's gone and, you know, they know what happened. Well, we don't. So, you know, the reason we do this, we want people to see these kids. Keep your eyes open. Keep looking. You never know.
Yeah. Not been forgotten.
Exactly. But thanks everybody for coming. Today is Tuesday. We're going to do another one in a few days. We got our studio almost back together.
Yeah.
So we're going to be back on camera soon. So I know a lot of people don't like staring at the avatar. But we really do appreciate everybody for coming and all the guys that are watching on Rewatch, our Rewatch gang, which is growing quite extensive.
Everybody donated.
Everybody donated memberships, the new members. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all of you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.